Alright, so here we have this beautiful looking Squier Stratocaster that I am borrowing from a friend. The same friend who let me borrow his 2020 Paul Reed Smith Mark Holcomb signature guitar. And so I've been playing it for a couple of weeks or something, and I can't remember all the specs, so I asked him to tell me about the guitar. So I'm gonna read it to you. So it's basically a Squier Classic Vibe 60s, and the color is called Burgundy Mist. It was some kind of a special run for a few years where they had this matching headstock, same color as the body. It is a 2014 model, but he bought it in 2017. Some epic deal at Anderton's in the UK for £250. So yeah, basically he used to have a much nicer Strat. Got this one and sold the other one because he just loved this one way more. So that, you know, tells you how good these Squier guitars are becoming. So all I've done basically is I took the guitar and slightly upgraded the setup, or upgraded, like fixed the setup. Like the intonation was very close to good or perfect, so I slightly adjusted it and the height of the strings, and now it just plays really nicely. Let's go through some tones. The bridge pickup sounds like this. And the middle one sounds like this. Very classic middle Strat sound. The neck. So this guitar has different pickups than my Fender Stratocaster, which has lace sensor single coils, and they just have a different character, don't even have a similar type of sound or anything. So I'll make another video where you can see the difference between these guitars, just tonally wise. They'll be differently built and everything. But these pickups are more of the classic Stratocaster tones that you will recognize. So I'm gonna try this fourth position, which is the neck and the middle one together. So this pickup configuration will give you the classic John Mayer sound from the Slow Dance in a Burning Room song. Which is really nice. The thing about my guitar is that in this same setting, it has kind of that tone, but still it's not the same. It's just, I don't know. You'll hear when I do a comparison between the both, you'll hear that they sound like vastly different. Even though both are single coil and both sound like a Strat, they just don't sound the same. I think I'll just go through a bunch of more tones, like cleanish stuff, just see what it sounds like. What I do like about this guitar quite a lot is the neck. The neck just feels amazing. It's got lacquer the whole way through. It's not sanded or like not a satin finish. It's like this very clear glossy finish that is super smooth. and the neck is, yeah, just fits nicely in my hand. It's just I don't know, it's just really nice. The one thing, I think it's only one thing that I can really, you know, fault the guitar, and that's the tuners. I'm not very fond of the tuners. They look fine, and they hold the tuning really well. The only thing is that when I'm turning them, they're so quick and snappy, and the ratio is I'm not sure if it's high or low, but I would guess it's a high ratio, so that when you turn it, it just tunes really quickly. So once you get to that point where you're like in tune, you have to be very careful not to over tune it. So that's the one thing I can say that I'm not fond of with this guitar. But other than that, it's just really nice and it sounds good. Well, I guess there's one other thing, which is just kind of like a weird design thing which Fender have done with some Strats, like this specific one, is that there's one master volume which I like. I wouldn't like a different set of volume knobs for different pickups. I just want one that controls all of them. But if I go to the bridge position, turn up the volume, sounds fine. It's a bit bright. And if I take down the tone, no difference. Okay, let's try the other one. Nothing. Let's go to the neck. Okay, let's turn down this tone. Yeah, we have a tone knob for the neck pickup. Let's go to the middle. Okay, let's turn the other tone knob down. So the guitar has two tone knobs which only work for the middle and the neck pickup. That to me is very strange, since the bridge pickup is the brightest one, like much brighter than the rest. So you would naturally like to have a tone knob for that pickup just to tame it slightly, you know, at least more than the other ones. The other ones are not super bright. They're like bright enough, but the other one is just way brighter. So I don't know, like... Yeah, it's bright and it will cut through a mix, but you know, every now and then you might take the tone knob and just turn it down very slightly. It's not a huge thing, it's not a deal breaker. You could always just, you know, flip the plate over and rewire the tone for the bridge pickup if you want. But other than that, I think we should go through a bunch more tones and, you know, just kind of see what the guitar sounds like, because I've been talking too much and I would like to focus on tones for the rest of the video. So here we have a cranked AC30, which is the patch that I used for the Foo Fighters Pretender cover that I made. So it's the drive section of the song. And don't remember it perfectly, but that's kind of how it goes. So you can hear that this guitar is very bright. And I guess the amp is kind of bright too, but still. Let's go to the neck and see the difference. This is the other patch from the same song where I did the Pretender song by Foo Fighters. the clean section. So. Okay, let's try a drive pedal. I'm gonna use my favorite drive pedal, which is gonna remain a secret for now because I'm gonna make a video about it soon. It's a special one that you can't get anywhere, but it was in production, that's all I'll say. But it's my favorite drive. Okay, let's explore some higher gain tones and see what the guitar sounds like with, you know, some heavy amps, lots of distortion, lots of saturation. See how these pickups sound that way. They will be quite noisy because single chords like these, they will just be noisy. They might surprise you because you can get some pretty cool tones, I think. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is one of my favorite tones. I've used it in a bunch of my videos, so maybe if you want to compare the sound from this guitar with others, then you can probably just like look through a bunch of my recent videos about other guitars, because this is the SLO 100 patch on my Axe FX, the same one that I used in the other videos. No difference in the settings or anything, it's just a preset. So the volume is turned down so it's silent, but let's see what the noise is when I turn it up. There's a bit of a noise gate, so like that's pretty much the normal noise you'll have from the pickups. So as you can hear, the guitar sounds pretty good with heavy stuff. It's just that you'll have to kind of overcome the noise from the pickups, but the guitar will have a lot of bite and a lot of clarity, and, you know, will cut through a mix. So, you know, don't be persuaded to get something other than a Strat for heavy tones, because, you know, there's plenty of options out there, and like I'm pretty sure that like there's more bands than you would suspect that have these types of guitars for some heavier things. even though humbuckers are kind of like the norm, I guess. But you know, if you want to be creative and do something different, then you can do that with this. It's been a joy to have this guitar, try it out, especially since I'm really curious about guitars lately. You know, it doesn't matter which one it is, where it comes from, what the color is, like how cheap or expensive it is. Just trying out stuff, seeing what it sounds like, seeing what it feels like, and the different build qualities that you can see from different makers, factories, and you know, all that stuff. Like build quality wise, this guitar is just amazing. There's nothing you can really say about it other than it just looks really cool. And I hope that the lighting here, I'm looking at the screen next to the camera, I'm hoping that I'm able to represent the color properly. I think I will, but good guitar. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's just you know, just a random video about a guitar that I borrowed and enjoy playing. So I guess if you're looking at a model like this one, similar one, then like, yeah, it's an obvious buy because it will probably be fairly affordable. So for the price, I can't complain. Yeah, if you liked the video, please consider subscribing and stay tuned. I have a bunch more stuff coming up.